when I don't even have time to look at a $40 billion unpaid bill. Faces of Americans across this country dying because of fentanyl pouring into our country. This is the face of the Democratic Party. This is the face of your Congress today. We're playing footsie with mask mandates in the people's house. When the president said last night that the border should be secure, it is a lie. Thank you, Madam Speaker. The gentleman from Maryland talked about protecting this institution, but we got a $40 billion bill at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I haven't had a chance to review the bill. My staff is poring over the pages trying to see what's in it. You want to talk about the institution? You want to talk about standing up alongside Ukraine? Why don't we actually have a debate on the floor of the People's House instead of the garbage of getting a $40 billion bill at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, not paid for, without having any idea what's really in it, with a massive slush fund that goes to the State Department, $13 billion, $8 billion for the Economic Support Fund, $110 million for embassy security. We've got $40 billion that is unpaid for, and you want to sit here and lecture this body about what we're going to do or not do about standing alongside Ukraine? Why don't we talk about the American people who are hurting, the wide open borders, the inflation that's killing people, the jobs that people can't get because of the cost of goods and services in this country? Sitting here and being lectured to when I don't even have time to look at a $40 billion unpaid bill. I make a motion to adjourn. Now let's talk about the damage being done to the United States of America. Mr. Secretary, do you know what this is? This is a mobile morgue, a body trailer, needed by counties in South Texas overwhelmed by dead migrants. That particular trailer is filled with these bodies, 27 bodies that were stored in this mobile morgue in South Texas with dead bodies of migrants. Dead bodies like this one found on a ranch just 3 weeks ago in South Texas, a dead migrant. Somehow that's compassion. How about the dead bodies found by migrants? Compassion. How about the little girl here with a brand on her arm? A little girl with a brand on her arm because of your policies. A little girl here in the desert found by ranchers trying to save their life. And how about the lost voices for people dying from fentanyl? The tens of thousands of Americans dying from fentanyl. Faces of Americans across this country dying because of fentanyl pouring into our country.
Time of the gentleman has expired.
You know full well.
Time of the gentleman has expired,
encouraging people to come here, harming Texas and harming this country. You know it. What are we doing for the people of the United States? I'm going to be told, oh, we're protecting the law. The law is being complied with. When instead what it is a fishing expedition for political purposes, which we saw on high display yesterday in the room next door, where we got nothing other than dawdling responses about an incompetent effort. And here we sit, mounting up debt for our children and grandchildren, wide open borders, destroying communities, endangering lives of Americans in South Texas while I get smirks from my Democratic colleagues, while there are people right now facing attacks from cartels, dealing with it on a daily basis, and we get smirks and we get requests for emails from people in the White House. This is the face of the Democratic Party. This is the face of your Congress today, America.
I thank the chair. I have a motion. I do want to just say, shame on my colleague from Texas. To question the motivation of Democrats.
Shame on this body.
Yeah, I know. We've heard from you. It's my time.
And you'll continue to hear from me.
Wait a minute.
In defense of this country.
Mr. Chairman.
Hold up. He has the time.
I have the time.
America deserves the time.
Yeah. America deserves better than what I just heard from, Mr. Mr. Chairman, I have a motion.
We're playing footsie with mask mandates in the People's House. I mean, it's absolutely absurd what this body is doing, the People's House. It's an embarrassment. It's a mockery. And the American people are fed up. They want to go back to life. They want to go back to business. They want to go back to school without their children being forced to wear masks, to be put in the corner, to have mental health issues. And we're running around here, and the speaker comes down here at 10 o'clock in the morning saying we got to wear masks in the People's House, and we have people infected with COVID coming across our southern border into Texas, and you all put masks up front here on the People's House? We got to go around and see, okay, we can't come to the floor. I can't execute my constitutional duty unless I wear a mask. Well, which is it? Vaccines or masks? Do the vaccines work or they don't work? Do the masks work or they don't work? I'd like to know which it is. I'd like Dr. Fauci to come down and answer a single question about natural immunity. If you've been infected with a virus, do you have immunity? Or are they just going to go around poking people saying you must take a vaccine? Oh, but sorry, the vaccine doesn't work. You must wear a mask. This institution is a sham, and we should adjourn and shut this place down. And the President of the United States knows full well when he says the border should be secure that it's a lie. I just want to be very clear. When the President said last night that the border should be secure, it is a lie. He is lying to the American people. They don't care about the 119 bodies in Brooks County, where the sheriff has to bring a body trailer to Brooks County. They don't care about the fences getting cut and the livestock getting out of the ranchers I met with last week who are in tears. No, the president gets up and gives a speech and declares the border is secure and all is well. And then gets up and talks about solidarity with the Ukrainian people, yet refuses to unleash American oil and gas, refuses to unleash natural gas, liquefied natural gas, that would change the world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep telling the truth about the border. We're going to keep telling the truth about vaccine mandates. We're going to keep telling the truth about the need for American energy. And we're not going to bow down to the climate hysterics and the false lies about border security that are endangering the American people.
Hey guys, if you like smart, nuanced, left-right conversations and interviews in a world where there are very few of those.
Do you want to hear both sides of an issue? Do you want to hear people debate it out?
Then you need to subscribe to our new YouTube channel by clicking the link in the description or the pop-up button that appears on your screen.